Well, hello everybody. Right, this is the sort of going to be the beginning of Richie's road, I suppose, because I'm fed up of this campaign being about an argument with my family. Basically, people have seen a video and it's all been a bit raw and emotional. People have seen the latest video and saying things are being a bit clearer, but I just want to sort of tidy up what I'm trying to achieve here. And I'll just briefly go over this story, so if anyone hasn't seen the videos, doesn't want to watch them, they're too long, I understand. So, rough idea of where I was. So I've got these digestive problems in November. I'm 6'3", I'm weighing 14 stone, well, sort of 13 stone, because I was losing a bit of weight leading up to that. This is sort of suspected Crohn's IBS. I'm looking at it online. There's only so much that can be done. A lot of it involves surgery and things like this. But yeah, ended up sort of going through this process, trying to get to Spain. We scrambled to a nice place, and wasn't getting any better. I had a colonoscopy in April. I was diagnosed with cancer. They advised me to go for radiotherapy and chemotherapy to shrink the tumour down, have an operation to remove the tumour. And by July, I'm still complaining about this digestive issue. No acknowledgements taken place. No help, no advice, no monitoring, no blood tests, no allergy tests, but no contingency plan. You keep telling me if you're going to lose so much weight, we won't be able to operate on you, but they don't say, right, well, when you get to 8 stone or 7 stone or 6 stone or 5 stone or 4 stone or 3, whatever they were going to let it go down to, there wasn't actually a point that they said, right, well, you get below that weight, you can't have the operation, so you get to that weight, we do the operation and it's safe. Yeah, you haven't got your colostomy bag, but you got that tumour out of you. Because the way they were going about it was just losing weight, and then blaming me because I haven't got enough weight on me to now have this operation, so the tumour's left in you, and it's all your fault. I mean, yeah. So I had this going on, found out some information, I started implementing it, and it was working. I could see the difference. It was minor, but I could see the difference. I could see the light, and I had something to go on. Before, no one had given me anything to go on. And then some stuff kicked off, and I've had to leave home, and yeah, that's that. I think with the family stuff, to be honest, I've got a video link here which really helped me see things clearly, and yeah, I'd really like people to watch it because it sort of explains why a lot of people are ill. It's not just me and associating to me. It discusses how we create illness within ourselves, how we're attracting these illnesses without realising, and also how our emotional state is connected to our physical state. So if there's something going on with your body and you're not healthy, then your mind not be healthy too. And by looking at what you can do to repair your physical health, you can also be looking at what you can do to repair your mental health, to sort of reinforce the change and to figure out why you got ill in the first place. So I'd really like people to see that. I think it's really informative. It's really opened my eyes to a few ideas, and especially where I can go with healing, with sort of more idea of how to heal this on all levels, which is totally what I'm about. I don't want to just rely on one source to be doing this, especially when they're not keeping me active things to do. I want to pursue more things to do. So the direction I want this fundraising thing to go in, basically, is to get as much help as possible to access the things I need to access, to recover, to get healthy, to get fit, all that stuff. I just want as much help with that as possible from people that want to help and that are happy to help, suggest ideas, anything like that. But also, I want to raise awareness and get people diagnosed and treated as early as possible if they've got a similar sort of thing going on. I really want to get that awareness out there. And also, I'd love to provide information and resources for people who are interested in integrative therapies. I'd like to get it out there that this should be the attitude. If you get cancer, you go for the NHS and then you look at integrative therapies, while the NHS aren't keeping you busy. There's loads of things you can do. Yeah, so that's where I want it to go. I want it to be informative for other people, and I'd hate it to meet someone or see someone just lose weight and not know what to do, and they could have done something earlier about it, basically. So that brings me on to the donation side of it. Now, I'm left in a bad financial position. I've got two assets. I've got my dad's Amiga watch, and I've got this motorhome I was scrambling to build to get to Spain in. Sort of, isn't it's a good van, but it's not finished. It's like a half project sort of thing. It's not a motorhome on the logbook, all that sort of stuff. Now, I'm hopefully going to get a valuation on the watch today by a friend, but obviously. Yeah, obviously, I don't know exactly how much these sort of things are worth. Like the watch is probably 1 to 2,000, could be up to 5, I don't know. But from what I've been looking at, it's 1 to 2, and the van anywhere from 5,000 to sort of 10,000. Really, I'm thinking it's a project and it's a bit of a unique thing. These are just guesses at what they're worth, and I can happily, well, not happily, that's the wrong word. I could potentially eBay the van in a week, just take a picture of it, project, slap it on there, and I could pull my dad's watch 2 feet down the road. I think it'd be quite disrespectful to do that. I don't think it makes much sense. It's a bit of a desperate scramble. I don't really think it's like a sensible move. I think it's just a move out of desperation. I don't think it'd help me at all, to be honest. The van, I'm not bothered about selling at all. Doesn't make. Yeah, I desperately want to get that sold for some half decent money, so I'll be on that and trying to get some sort of friends. One friend's been in touch, and yeah, he's going to try and help me out with that. So that'd be good. Get that ball rolling. I suppose I'll sort that out later on. Sort that out. I'll finish this probably. Yeah. So the money for treatments is basically what I'm after. That's the first thing I'm after, to get this secured. Then I can book it. I sort of this oxygen therapy booked and mucked around with it and whatever and blah blah blah. So the oxygen therapy, that's 250 quid when I booked it in Letchworth. 20 sessions over 4 weeks. There's one in Milton Keynes here. I'm sure it's a pretty similar price. It's not much different. But yeah, that sort of region. Patricia Peake consultation that I've had, which is giving me all this information about taking the dietary supplements and doing everything with my diet. I really want to go into more depth in that, but I'm implementing it at the moment. I haven't got the time to sit there and go through every medication with you and why I take that medication and be justifying all these things. These things is stuff I've been given. And yeah, I'm hoping at some point we can do a sort of we can do a whole video about that. So yeah, there's a Patricia Peake consultation. That was 285 quid. I've already had that. I've got a half-hour consultation to follow up, but she's been in touch with me, and I really feel she's a kind, genuine woman who just wants to help me out, and she says it's not important. Obviously it's important to me. And Liz Butler, basically after I've followed this information from Patricia Peake, Liz Butler will implement a sort of diet that I can follow and look at nutrition in a different way, rather than, because I mean all of us know what healthy food is, but how many of us eat healthy? All of us know these healthy options in life and the best thing to do and be the sort of best, healthiest person we can do. We're fully informed and know it, but how many people sort of implement it into their lives? So Liz Butler will sort of be taking my sort of now able to eat solid foods regularly and have a decent digestive system to then be getting the right foods through me and not clog myself up with bad decisions again. Yeah, so the money for them treatments would be awesome. Liz Butler's going to be in a little while. The oxygen therapy I can start as soon as I've got the money, which I'm really happy about because I feel well enough to go down there and I'll be comfortable going and doing it all day. There's the past sort of 4 days of, they're a bit hard being mobile and I've had a lot of stress. So I've got basically a scan in 5 weeks and I need to be as fit, healthy and heavy as possible for this scan. Right, so my current income is £109 ESA paid into my bank every 2 weeks. I had an appointment in Letchworth booked. I was in Hitchin at the time when I booked this, which is the nearest place to go. For some more benefits and for looking at housing, I can get a low-cost loan for the housing, then it could be paid for. But I didn't have any transport, so I couldn't get to that appointment. And I rang the old girl and cancelled it, and yeah, I needed to get a couple of bits of paperwork, but I couldn't have access to that. And like a blood test, I could do with a blood and allergy test from my GP. He's all the way in Hitchin, so an hour away, I haven't got any transport. So I'm staying in a friend's room. It's God bless him. He's done so much for me. I can't thank him enough. This is Jamie's room. I'm sure quite a few people recognise this room, and it's really odd watching me talk about this sort of stuff from this room. But there you go. He is like my brother. Jamie is. There's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for him. And it's great to have this place, but far from ideal for my level of illness, and it's not long term, and it's putting pressure on Jamie. But it is what it is. So basically, it'd be amazing, right, if I could receive some help with sort of other things as well, if you think that's acceptable. So like, so I'm looking at ideas or suggestions where I can get accommodation, like a green, local, calm space that's just nice and going to be conducive to me healing. Yeah. If someone's, I don't know, if someone can help us out with lifts, if they've got a bit of spare time, or maybe someone's got a car laying about, we could get that taxed and insured. I don't know. These are just ideas. Medication, supplements, and the food as well. Like, I'm using food to get back to health, so I'm not up for buying like shitty food. I want to get there's local places that do organic veg boxes, and we can get one of them delivered. I think this sort of supermarket food's really what I want to stay away from. They don't do a lot of fresh stuff, and yeah, it's all old dead food, which it's not, it's, you know what I mean, it's not bad food, but for me, what I'm trying to achieve, I don't feel like it's good. So yeah, help with that too. And I'm 8 stone, you've got to remember, I've got to nourish my body with decent things. So yeah, I basically want people to donate in faith that the money will go directly to helping me beat my cancer. Now, I'm open to all suggestions and ideas and solutions for this. I've never run a charity campaign. Never done that before, but my main concern is people worrying about where the money gets spent, and if it's actually going to help me. If you just think, oh, he's just fucking everything up, I'm not paying to add to that. I also hope when things calm down between my family that we could donate the total value achieved to an agreed charity offered back to the payees, or to help another individual going through a similar situation, which is definitely preferable to me. But these are all sort of options past the treatments, to be honest. And I realise this involves a huge element of trust for anyone donating, so I completely understand if it sort of comes across unreasonable. I'd like people to sort of mention suggestions or any sort of thing that could help with that. But obviously, I've come away from total care, so I just need a bit of time and stuff like that to get back on my feet. And there's help coming through quite a few places as charity, people holding some events and things that interesting things that can come through. But yeah, I want to just sort of just really take this thing away from any arguments with the family, and be raising awareness and doing the important stuff and concentrating on myself. It's very stressful dealing with that family stuff. I want to sort of put it behind me, to be honest, and just get on with focus on what I've got to do and get better. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be worrying about it and putting all my energy into that, texting on Facebook and removing people's comments and things like that. Yeah, so that's about it really. Just want to update you. Hopefully you can see I'm doing a lot better. I feel a lot better, a million times better today. I'm really hopeful. That video gave me a lot of encouragement, a lot of good information as well. I really hope people watch that and watch it through to the end. And I thank anyone who watched my videos, who messaged me, anything. I really appreciate it. It's a real hard time in my life. I just want you to know it's really heartfelt. Like all the feedback I've had that's been positive and stuff. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Like, I know it's a total cry for plea, and it is what it is. But yeah, thank you. Just thank you for watching, and just thank you for listening. It's been nice to be listened to, because that's what I felt has been missing. I haven't been getting listened to. But thank you so much. I hope you're all alright. Goodbye.